Name,
Andy Pearce.
club name and role at the club.
The club is Ruardean Hill Cricket Club, and I'm the chairman. I also play for the first team.
And how many years have you been at the club?
This would have been my third season, so I joined halfway through a couple of years ago.
Cool. Who is your favourite club member and why?
You see, now that's a really hard question. I've thought long and hard about this one, and I was going to give you an ambiguous answer so nobody would have a go at me. I'm going to have to say Jack Weaving, but only for his batting, not for his bowling.
Nice. If you could thank one member, and just one member, who would it be and why?
I would thank Adam Cole, our first team captain, but not just first team captain. He's a committee member, obviously. He runs the junior section. He does all the organising, sorts out kit, sponsorship, that sort of thing. We worked out at the start of this season. He figured he would actually have 7 days a week of cricket involved in the club if everything had gone to plan with juniors, with junior training, with matches, with net practices. So big shout out to him, absolutely.
What's your favourite away ground?
Bollington CC in Cheshire, my former stomping ground. In Gloucestershire, I've had limited opportunity. I like Westbury on 7. I also asked around, and quite a few people came out with Corson, Staunton, places like that. So fairly rural grounds, I think, is our preference.
Who are your biggest rivals?
Cinderford. So I've been told. I don't believe in rivalries and things. I'm all peace and love, but yeah, Cinderford, just down the road, down the hill. So proximity, yeah, it's them.
Best away tea?
You see, I'm not much of an eater. I tend not to eat at tea because I'm either knackered from fielding or prepping to battle or anything. So, but apparently I'm told reliably Woodpeckers is a very good tea, and Cheltenham also used to do a very good tea. Whether that was the Civil Service or the Cheltenham Cricket Club, I don't know. So, yeah, not my cup of tea, unfortunately.
Best away shower?
You see, this is also contentious, and I'm going to say Ruardean Hill. Because we all maintain that because the football club got to pick which home and away changing rooms in our pavilion were, they actually picked the one furthest away, which actually had the worst shower. So the away team shower in our changing rooms is better than our home team shower. Figures. Okay. But
what's your favourite thing about being chairman?
I like the fact that I'm involved, getting involved, sort of driving, setting the direction for the way the club's going. So being involved with the juniors, being and the seniors as well. It's really the opportunity to actually sort of try and build a community around the cricket club and the sports club.
Brilliant. Flip that one. What's your least favourite thing?
Well, you see, I've only been in post about 6 months, so I haven't actually experienced a worse thing so far. But I suspect there's going to be disciplinaries and selection panels and things that are going to come up. Yeah, it's going to be all the nasty little jobs like that, isn't it? So.
And finally, what's your favourite ever cricket moment?
You see, now this was a really good question. So, I've had the chance when I was at school. I played against some semi-famous people. I played against Liam Botham, not Ian, not his dad. He couldn't get me out. I did well for the school then. And Dennis Taylor's son, the snooker player's son. But then I enjoyed our promotion. We were promoted last year, so I enjoyed our final game of the season when that was confirmed. But then also watching cricket, I go back to the second test in 2005, standing on a Saturday morning, I think it was, standing in the car park of the cricket club because we had to prepare the ground, listening to it on the radio when Harmison bowls to Kasparovich and Barham's finger goes up, that sort of thing. That was amazing. Similarly, Ben Stokes in Headingley last year, I was actually in the middle of a field in the Cotswolds at a big festival. And there were 3 or 4 middle-aged men crowded around a mobile phone trying to frantically check the internet, listening to the radio coverage. There was a big festival going on in the background. Didn't care. We were focused on the cricket at that point. But then also I was also at Old Trafford in 1993 for Shane Warne's Ball of the Century, where he dismissed Mike Gatting. Unfortunately, I was sat right on the point boundary at the far end. So I couldn't see what happened. All it looked is the ball had just gone straight on and bowled him. Couldn't see what all the fuss was about until we saw the highlights that evening. But my earliest favourite one, people should look this up if they get a chance. Roger Harper running out Graham Gooch in the bicentennial test of 1987. I think that's one of my first memories of cricket.
Bowling one. Is that the one off his own bowling?
Exactly that one, yeah. I think it was still free to air then, so I remember watching that, and I would have been 10 or 11, and it's vividly in my mind, and that really sort of got me stuck into it.
Andy Pearce, thank you very much.
Thank you very much.